And then chapter 16, the 7 angels with the 7 vials. The first vial is poured out upon the earth, and you have these noisome and grievous sores upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And the second one is poured out on the sea, and the sea became as blood as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. The third one is poured out upon the rivers and fountains of water, and they became blood. And the angel of the water said, Thou art righteous, O Lord, for they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, and they are worthy, for they are worthy. Yes. And the fourth is poured out upon the sun, and the power was given unto him to scorch men, unto the sun, to scorch men with fire. Men were scorched with great heat, and they blasphemed God. The fifth one is poured out upon the seat of the beast. His kingdom is strong, and his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain. And I believe that ties in with the bottomless pit being opened, and the smoke coming out of it, and the smoke blocks the sunlight, so you have darkness in the kingdom in the seat of the beast, or in his kingdom. And they gnawed their tongues for pain. Pertain, I believe, to the locusts that come out of that bottomless pit. And that is the fifth trumpet. That is the fifth trumpet that is sound. So that ties in with this fifth vial. Okay. And then the sixth is poured out upon the great river, Euphrates, the water thereof dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And we see that also, at the sixth trumpet that is sounded. The river Euphrates being dried up. And with this you have also 3 unclean spirits that come out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast and the false prophet, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of God Almighty, Armageddon. That's 6. And the 7th is poured out into the air, and I believe that is the last, as I said before, the last area that has to be repossessed by God from the enemy. The voice out of the temple of heaven saying, It is done. And you had voices and thunderings and lightnings. You have that always at the end of the vials, and at the end of the trumpets, and at the end of the seals. You have the voices, the thunderings, and the lightnings. Okay, great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, and so mighty an earthquake, the great city was divided in 3 parts. That's Jerusalem. And the cities of the nations fell, and every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent, and lies 30 kilos. It's not funny. And man blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great.